Louie C. the Mayor checking in. What is going on, my people? Officially, the weekend has kicked off. A lot of good stuff happening. Just got in from the Wild Name 27 tonight. We're going in at 7 o'clock. Thursday Night Live worldwide. Monica Flowers on production today, doing it big. So what I need y'all to do is hit the share button right over here. Boop, boop, boop. Keep sharing. So like that we can get some engagement going on. We got a big topic going on. Who's going to be the next city manager? Nobody really knows the answer, so we're going to find out. So today on the program, we have Commissioner Eddie Martinez, who oversees Duval Street and the county. Duval Street is big down there. I know we've been spending a lot of time down there. Commissioner, welcome back to the podcast. We do it Monday through Friday, 6:45. Like I said, keep sharing. Boop, boop, boop. Any questions you got on anything city and county, or any information you want to share about the city manager position coming up, just let me know, and then we can make it happen. So people who do not know you, can you just give them a little introduction?
I am the Monroe County Commissioner for District 3. I'm here for the people. Like everybody knows, my office is 530 Whitehead. That's open every day from 9 to 5. If you got a question, if you need my help, you can come right on in.
Yeah, what's the issue, man?
I was going to share on a certain
no,
things.
I need that because I need the screen
Okay.
on this side or whatever. This is the People's Commissioner, for the people, by the people. At the end of the day, people will put you in office and take you out of office. So if you got any questions, just let us know. Hit the share button right over here. Whoop, whoop. Keep sharing, and we'll be good to go. Can you see your screen right there? You're good to go?
Yep.
Okay, so Monica Flowers, what we got on your side? What's Mark doing today on the Facebook?
Right now, it's looking quiet. We have
Okay.
6 watching right now.
Got you. Okay. I think you got one person on there that came in. Can you see those
It's on
names
his
right
side.
Let's share the video with friends or something like that.
there? Okay. Got you. Okay. So everything good? Come on in. Anybody that want to, like I said, talk about anything, keep sharing the button. Here we go. Sergio Gavola. You know Sergio?
That's Sergio, of course.
Yeah.
That Sergio I have known all my life. He's my
Gotcha.
brother.
Did we share on his Facebook?
Yes, we did.
Okay, all good. All right. So I heard the wife had a big birthday. So big, Stevie B checked in.
That's right.
Can you elaborate?
Thank you very much for it.
Yeah.
We got Stevie B to sing happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
I don't think she could have been any happier.
Nice. Sergio in the building. Happy birthday, Miss Maria had a nice little party over there at
She
the
did.
Jam Pony Karaoke
She
Club.
did.
You stayed there for a while.
Yep.
Then we went downtown to the 200 block and, shaking hands and kissing babies and
That's it.
talking to people. So it was all love there. Crystal checking in from PCB. You know what is that?
No.
Panama City Beach.
Oh, wow.
Panama City Beach. Nice beaches, but be careful with them sharks out there.
Well, Sergio's checking in from Tampa.
Tampa. Right now, I need all area codes checking in. I believe Crystal on the Tallahassee 850, I believe. I know Tampa's at 813, but the best area code is 305. But the best zip code is the 33040.
That's right.
That's where we at the bottom.
Right.
So the vibe is good on Duval Street. What you see now? What's the state of Duval Street?
Good vibe. There's a lot of people in town. Even with spring break over, we still got plenty of people.
Yes. And I also seen that for the tourist development tax on hotels, that we had the highest numbers since 2019 April, which is pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Which that means the city is in good financial shape. What do you think?
Yep. And when the votes come back, because one way or the other, DeSantis is gonna, allow them to come back. I don't know where we're gonna put everybody. It's gonna be a good problem.
Talking about the cruise ships.
Yeah.
Do you think they're coming back?
I think DeSantis will work his magic.
I seen that today. It was
What did
he did a conference today, and he actually brought the cruise ship people that
Really?
have jobs. Yeah, it was huge. I was watching it today. Maybe you should keep up on the news.
What was that?
I had time to come up for air.
Yeah.
Is it $8 billion or $8 trillion a year? Something like that.
It was massive, and
It affects the state, and there's a lot of workers, and
Yeah. Some people I respect the vote of the people. You know, people have spoken down here, and I'm gonna maintain my same position, which is if you don't want to have cruise ships, that's okay. However, I need you to give me something to replace that people with, and nobody, not one person's come up with replacing that daytime business or whatever, because yes, we're busy, but it's slow in the daytime business, and people, some businesses have gone out of business because they're solely dependent on cruise ships. We're talking about also who's going to be the next city manager. We're going to get into that in a second. Please share right over here. Boop, boop, boop. Keep sharing. Subscribe to the Louie C. Rock YouTube channel. There's a lot of videos on there. Where we at, Monica? What podcast did I say we was on?
272.
272 today. Monica Flowers, anybody on your side?
Oh, Deborah Sweet.
Okay, where's she from?
She said, Deborah.
Where's she from?
Naughty Bates.
Okay, so you know we're trying
Naughty
to have
Bates,
people
over by the
start.
fire department.
Okay. Baby Nia says, hello. Okay, thank you, Krista, checking in from Panama City. Panama City is nice out there. I used to go to a club, Spinnaker in La Villa, 7,000 in the club. Side by side, 7,000. Wow. Serious situation. Home of MTV. All of James Jesus Romero, #1 podcast fan. That man ain't missed a podcast yet. He's been on 272. Wow. That man is serious business. So come on in and share the video.
Is on Christopher Valdez.
You know, Vice Principal Valdez from Key West High School?
No, I don't.
Chris, can we arrange the next time I go to lunch over there? Can I bring the commissioner to lunch over there also? Because Chris has been in the system for 30-some years. Graduated Key West High School, played for the Key West Conks, and he got things under control down there. I can't believe you never met him.
Local talent that we actually kept. That's great.
Yeah. Well, and we're going to be talking about, like I said, the city manager position. About staying local or going nationwide is a big topic right now, so we're going to talk about that. Update on affordable housing. Did you come up with 50 more houses? What we got?
We have not. The ROGO is still the issue. We're not in a hurry to get new ROGO allocations.
Right
down here with the state, that's a tricky system that the county's trying to navigate between being able to serve the people with the low-income housing and the allotment of the ROGO units.
Monica, can you follow up with that young lady that you brought to the table from Big Pine to get her on the show?
Yeah.
Because you want to connect her with Eddie. Please share the video.
Sounds good.
Everybody that's here, if you could hit the share button, that'll be spectacular. And health-wise, how you feeling?
Doing good, man.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Everything good?
I got a couple extra pounds on me, so
okay.
I'm feeling
good. Palomilla steak.
There you go.
Palomilla steak. So all love there. Okay, so here's the meats and potatoes. So a gentleman named Gregory Velez, you know him?
Absolutely.
No longer is going to be the city manager. So they're going to have discussion on the next meeting on what is the process to hire the next city manager. Right now, what is being talked about is to have a firm come in and basically help in the process to elect the city manager. For the record, I'm 100% billion and trillion % against any national search for the city manager position based on we hired a police chief, a guy named Donnie Lee.
Yes, we did.
It didn't require a national search. Sean Brandenburg didn't require a national search. Gregory Velez was not on a national search. So I'm a firm believer, if it's not broken, I ain't going to try to fix it. And I think we have a lot of qualified people in-house, or do I want to waste any taxpayer dollars aiding on a search of stuff? We're grown people. We have a lot of skilled people in the city and in the county, and I would like to, come up with a process internally. Yeah. And I don't want to spend 10 cents on any type of firm. What's your thoughts?
No, we have the talent. There's local talent that can fill Greg's shoes. There's a couple people who have applied who are more than qualified.
Gotcha. Also, if you look at the track record of city managers on a national search from I usually use the 0 to 10, but I use the school board. A being the best letter, F is the worst. We're at an F right now. This is not an opinion. These are facts. If you call names and you look what happened and some of y'all know this, when we did a national search, all bad news across the board. All bad news. Do you know about these issues? Are you familiar with that?
There's been a couple, but
Yeah.
again, we have more. There's more than enough local talent. We don't need to. I don't think we need to search outside the county.
No.
Pete Othman says, I'll do it.
Yeah,
Elect
straight,
me.
Pete, straight out of New York City. House of Vibe in New York City. I was talking to one of my female friends that night who was in the entertainment business. I ain't gonna call no names or establishments on here, but she said that she was in New York and bad news on her business, so she came down here, and she stayed with her friend, charged her $40 a night, which is a bargain. Down here, and then she's able to make some money out there because people got to eat, and the food is expensive, cabs are expensive, drinks are expensive.
No, actually, drinks aren't expensive compared to a lot of other places. Key West is considerably cheaper when it comes to alcohol.
Compared to South Beach, we're cheap.
Yeah.
But also,
that's like $15 for Red Bull and vodka.
Like, for example, I was at an establishment, I'm not going to call no names, and even not drinking, but buying Billy a drink or Bobby a drink, not even participating in the entertainment phases of the club or whatever, you still could spend a couple $100. However, the local discount is great, and once again, if you're not wanted in the place, don't go to it. I just talked to my friend. I said, I'm going to be in Miami. Please do not take me to Miami Beach. I appreciate the spot you took me to. I really do. I bought a lot of stuff on Miami Beach. I don't want to give them people 10 cents until they fix that. I'd rather go to Wynwood. You from Miami, what's going on?
The beach is not the same. It's not the beach that it was 20 years ago, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Pete Othman says, we still, and apparently in New York, they're still at 11 p.m. and COVID at 14%. Empty shops everywhere.
So my question is, can New York come back?
New York is the most resilient city on the planet. If
anybody
can, they can.
Yeah. So I'm thinking from a business person, if you think people buying some stuff out there now where things are bad, knowing that it's going to come back at one point.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I know the housing market over here is over the top, is with a boom. A friend of mine put his house on the market, a condominium, where it took 1 week to get a contract. That's incredible. So this is the time. I done told you back before Stock Island hit, I told you buy everything that you could buy in Stock Island. Now it's too late or whatever. They don't buy everything.
People want to live here.
Monica Flowers.
Christopher Valdez says, I went a little bit quicker. Would you like to be on the committee to select the next city mayor or manager?
Okay, so what has happened is, see, Christopher Valdez for commissioner in my book, I think he'll make a great commissioner. So what has happened is, I don't know if you know this, this man's absolutely correct. So each commissioner, including the mayor, will have one person that they can put on a committee to basically select the city representative. Yeah. So I talked to a commissioner. I heard a name that was going to be appointed for that commissioner. When they said that name, it's like saying my name. That man, exactly what I want is what he wants. So I'm good. I just wanted, people to that balance, what's going on in the city. You can't be, Miami Beach. That's horrific. And then you can't have kids jumping from balconies like they did in Fort Lauderdale. Somewhere in the middle is good, but we don't have time for foolishness. We need to get a man in there or a woman, and basically that knows Key West. Here's another thing too.
Run the city, man.
You come down here from let's pick
Kalamazoo, Michigan. Anything.
Yeah.
No matter where
you don't know nothing about Key West. You don't know nothing about these people. Can't even know how to get around the corner. You see, so this is very unique down here. This ain't the regular stuff you can deal with. There's a lot of stuff that happened around here, and due to contrary belief, this is still the Conch Republic. It's going to be the Conch Republic. When you're here, when you're gone from here, we're always going to be Conch Republic. There's been a couple, try to, change things. Change is good in some things, but when you try to take the character,
you can't take the character
out of Key West, we'll definitely will truck you. Monica Flowers.
Pete Othman says that we are set back at least 15 years.
Wow.
I'm going to have to disagree.
I don't think New York is set back 15 years, but
He's there.
Local.
He's there.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is he local, you know what department he works on?
No.
NYPD SWAT.
There you go.
You know the calls that man get on a daily basis?
I can imagine.
You know because you was
out
there. Weren't you?
I knew.
You didn't have this foolishness when you was on the watch. Tell these people how you all ran Miami Beach.
No, Miami Beach was a whole different story back then. I mean, my days on the beach were over 20 years ago, but there was law and order, even with all the fun and all the craziness that everybody had. It was a different thing. What's going on now is just mayhem.
Yeah. You can't have hoodlums come into anywhere and control. So
anywhere.
If you run an establishment for entertainment, you can't have people go in there and take over the establishment. You got to maintain law and order. Right now, let me tell you, if I was sitting up there, I already called the National Guard for Memorial Day weekend and said, listen, how many can you send me? Whatever the number you can send me. If you could send me 20,000, go ahead and send me. Whatever it is that you can send me. And then I'm going to let them know that we're going to be open Memorial Day weekend. We will not adjust any hours on Memorial Day weekend. Guarantee we're going to have a zero tolerance. The minute where it says welcome to Miami Beach, you're going to see enforcement just standing there, about 20. That's when you get in the beach. And we're not going to give you no type of warnings. All warnings are going to be out the window. And basically, we're going to flex muscles. And by all means necessary, whether it be, by talking to you and standing down, or by having to, pick you up and put you in a squad car, we're going to regulate order. Y'all ain't going to come down here and run nothing. That would be my statement. If you say that on TV, would people get mad?
Well, I mean, what are they mad at? That you're going to regulate law and order? I don't see why.
I don't see why they people are scared to say stuff.
Miami Beach tries. They bring down Metro-Dade. They bring in the city of Miami. They bring in Hialeah. They bring in everybody to try to help Miami Beach's officers regulate that. But when you give the officers themselves so many restrictions that they're afraid to detain you or afraid to put handcuffs on you after you've done something because of what you're going to call them or name calling or any of that stuff, that's when everything gets out of hand.
Yep.
People do what they want.
Yep. And, you residents in Miami Beach have allowed this to happen because you didn't want the partying, right? So you put people in the commission to say we don't really want this type of vibe. They failed you.
They failed.
Right? Now, if you had other people that said we want to have a party, they had a party going, so they were successful. So if I have $1 million home or 10 million out there, and I can't even get to my house, man, I'm voting you out of office if I can tomorrow. That's an embarrassment. I just know I don't know if I'm being too harsh or what's your opinion?
Before it was where Miami Beach was controlled with law and order within the realm of everybody still having a lot of fun.
Right.
I remember 20, almost 30 years ago when I was, young and we used to go out there. You knew you didn't have to worry about getting assaulted. You didn't have to worry about getting robbed on the beach. And you could still have a good time, all within reason, as long as you didn't do anything proliferately stupid. Right. You'd be fine.
Yes. Please share the video. Boop, boop, boop. Keep sharing. Monica Flowers.
Pete Othman says they defunded the peace. So he says all that nonsense that happened was stimulus silliness. Free money at work. You have, hold on one second, I want to say, because we have some other people. You have Danny Valdez, Darwin Addo, Gino Gotti, Vic Pro.
Another Gotti came up?
Yeah, Vic.
We have Victoria Gotti.
Really? Is she there?
Yeah.
Vasquez? Sorry.
Vasquez? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that everybody?
You have Sean Thompson Ashford.
Michigan. Can I get an area code in Michigan and the weather check, please?
Michigan.
And then Pete Othman said, you never saw any rhetoric like that at Winter Music Conference.
Yes.
And James Jesus Romero says, your tonight is 92.7. You're going in like SWAT.
I am at 7 o'clock. Freestyle mix. Shout out to Stevie B. You see Stevie B, we talk about the phone dial. You gotta try to explain this to Monica. Phone dial. How hard is it to communicate with that man?
Oh man, he's a star. You know what I mean? But you got him on the phone in a second, man.
Yeah.
That was a great
communicate with people. and that made somebody's birthday. You never know if you have another birthday. This is what people talking about stimulus checks, and this is not the only speaking for myself. If you go to, I'm gonna just say this blood law. If you get a stimulus check and you go and you buy lotto tickets or you go to the strip club and spend that, you're an idiot. This is the best I can tell you. Now, if you get a stimulus check, pay some bills off, do something that is beneficial to you in your future, I think that'll be a smarter thing. However,
then you can go to the strip club.
Yeah. However, it's their check. People been through a lot. If they want to do that, who am I to tell them what to do? I'm just saying, don't spend the whole check on the strip club, right?
Well, rents are due, and sooner or later they're going to stop extending that rental.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still going? I didn't
Yeah,
know
it
it was
is.
still going.
It was extended.
Unfortunately, somebody got killed in Miami, where they served an eviction order, and the police, I think, had to open fire or something happened there, or whatever. It's just a sad situation. Miami is very serious. Some of y'all, don't understand how serious it is until you actually go down there. But if you're from Miami, and you go, like, for example, you go to Coconut Grove, it's all peaches and cream until you get to Grand Avenue. You get to Grand Avenue, it looked like the light switch went from one point A to point B, all bad across the board. And if you go to Grand Avenue, when the sun goes down, you definitely, about 80-20, you're going to have a problem.
After the Big Daddies, right when you pass the Big Daddies, it starts to...
It's just, hey, the Redlands are so much better. It's kind of countryside out there. There's so many neat little shops, roadside food.
Wetlands are great until you trip over something, you find a body.
The snakes.
Right.
No.
Oh no! Well, the snakes eat them, and the alligators eat them, and the crocodiles eat them. So you're not tripping over too many.
So what happens when you talk too much?
Yeah. They don't find you. They don't find you again. Do you get a lot of your stuff for gardening down there?
Yeah, I love the Redlands because you can buy all kinds of gardening. It's a lot cheaper in a way, and
why don't you come in with the commissioner for a little bit so people can see you?
It's just a hell of a drive, though, ain't it, Monica?
No, actually, it's much smoother than trying to drive through Miami.
Well, I agree with you on that. That's for sure.
It's much smoother.
A lot smoother.
More comfortable. And so, anyways, you can go up there. You take Chrome Avenue, and there's roadside shops. You can go to your local feed stores. There's a great winery called Schnebley's Winery. They make all their wines from Florida fruits and such. There's a lot of good things. Robert is here.
I personally like the fat guy in me loves that Nosberry Farms.
Oh yeah.
Get those cinnamon rolls there. Ooh, that's a good way to put on
you can get some real tamales, So
Monica, you got fans here. James Jesus Romero, the lovely Monica Woodbury. So all love. Monica, I see your gardening page is probably, I would say, the #1 gardening page now on Facebook.
It's doing really well,
because that page is the only page to talk about gardening. I mean, there might be a couple out there or whatever. So tell them where you go to, please.
You can go Key West Gardening. It's absolutely wonderful. It's Key West, Florida Keys Gardening, whenever. You'll see a big picture of a sunflower.
There you go.
And it does really well. I mean, we really help people out. And sometimes I throw my garden on there. I just got my yard cleaned up, so I'll probably do a video and show how my passion fruit are kind of streaming over top the house. And
Esther Gibb is checking in. She's a loyal fan of the podcast. So, Monica, Commissioner Business, this would be the time for you to ask that man a question while we have him here.
Well, I know he's very, very busy, but hopefully sooner or later we'll see him out to the park again.
Mm-hmm.
So that we can get some up Eddie Martinez for mayor.
Hey, Sparks. Good time, brother. Eddie. Good time.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get you out there. I think it's kind of crazy how things are going, but right now, it's kind of at a standstill for a minute, but things are coming sooner or later to happen.
Yes, it will. Yes. And that's Monroe County's finest there.
Yeah. Anybody you got on your side, Eddie, you want to give a shout out?
Deputy Swatter, who was the one that found the sawfish. I don't know. Eddie, did you find both? Or
that was
it
pretty
just
cool.
One? But I know.
Oh, what was that at?
Sawfish?
Yeah, I seen that. Where was that at?
Like an 11-foot sawfish.
Wasn't it off like the sandbar or something?
Yeah.
Maybe if he's listening, Eddie, maybe you can respond. I know that the Monroe County Sheriff's Office had that it was him that found it.
Yeah. For those of y'all playing around with fish, there's a guy, a guy named Dennis Ward.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like that.
That's not the guy that we're playing with.
Not the man to
very,
play
very,
with.
very serious. If you got love for Commissioner Martinez, you got love for Louie C. the Mayor, you got love
Just
for Monica Flowers,
Marvin.
please throw all the hearts up right now, all the way up like the Fat Joe. And I want to say a special prayer for the family of DMX. I don't know if you guys heard about
What happened? How's he doing, Connie?
DMX.
Still
They're saying that it's all bad news across the board, but I believe in God. If anybody can make it out of that, it could be him. And tonight we're going to be playing some DMX at the club. And it's a funny story now that we talk about the beach. So one day I was sitting, I know hip hop. I know it from the street side, not on movies or anything like that, right? So I'm at the beach. There's a place at the beach that's like a subway car. It's a gray.
Yeah, the 11th Street Diner.
Okay, so I go over there. I'm minding my business, and I'm sitting like that, and like where Monica's sitting on the other side, I hear a guy talk back right here. So I know so much hip hop that I know a guy without even seeing him by his voice because he got a. So I said Zeke, my man Zeke, look over my shoulder. Is that DMX behind me? Because it sounds like DMX. He said, "Oh my goodness, that is DMX. I'm going." I said, "No, don't go over there with them people eating."
Yeah,
wait till that man eat. After he eat, he go out. We'll introduce ourselves. The nicest people that you could meet. Got the manager's phone number. Everything good, and these drugs are bad. Some of y'all that think that y'all need drugs in life, you need to quit that or whatever. Be high on life, and don't start, and then you won't get addicted. If they give you some of these pain pills for whatever pain, you already read that Percocet and all this stuff. It's good for what they intended to do, but if you think that it might be addicting, and you have an addictive person, just don't do it. Take some out. So like Dave the Outlaw broke his back. We got an employee over there.
That's right.
That he's hurt, and he said, "No, give me something different than that Percocet because I don't trust that." I mean, I'm pretty sure in your tenure and in Miami or whatever, you probably could count a lot of people that you lost down there.
That's a lot of people. But the problem is, that they become street drugs once they're out of the hospital, and then you start getting the dirty stuff instead of what the doctor sends you. And it just takes 1 second to make a bad decision, and then you're screwed for the rest of your life.
Yes. Monica Flowers, I see another comment from this gentleman, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. Please also subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep sharing right here. The more shares we get, the more word we get out nation and worldwide.
So the other one was by Venture Out the day before.
That's the other sawfish.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Did you guys see the thing about Tiger Woods? Something about a crash?
Yeah, he had an accident.
Again?
Something about I think just the one.
Yeah.
Too much speed on a curve, I think is what I saw.
Right, that's a while back.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. They still
It's just coming up again.
What they're talking about. I mean,
probably finding out what it was that actually happened.
They don't want me, Eddie. I appreciate they don't want me over there at the city, even though I do have a BA from St. Thomas University. I have a style like the gentleman that came to New Orleans. New Orleans was in chaos, as you all know. We all know the story. There was a general, 4-star general. The minute that man touched land, that thing started changing. I forgot the gentleman's name. They do a documentary. That man, you know how the stairs come down? That man opened. The first thing he said, "Man, what the hell going on here?" I said, "These weapons," I said, "drop these weapons. There's delivering aid here. There's no need for weapons to be dropped." He said, "Drop these goddamn weapons." That's the first thing he said. Then he pulled somebody on the shoulder and said, "You see that lady over there with that child? Go help that lady." And the minute that man would have been there from day one, then things, would have been different because that you need a guy like that. You don't need a guy to go with the status quo and hear the language. Like, for example, they don't want me to deal with a crisis when there's riots and all that, because I'm going to tell you that you need to protect your property, and we're not going to take any foolishness, and we're just not going to have it or whatever. And if you think that I'm saying some racial or whatever, so be it or whatever. I'm not going to back down on anybody. I would not let a business be burned to the ground that somebody's worked there for 30 years over hoodlums. I just want to. I don't care if they black, blue, green, orange. But when you say that now, you catch a whole slack. I'm ready to catch slack.
Everybody bleeds the same.
Exactly.
Everybody believes the same.
Yes. Charles in the building. Charles, you said you maybe you could come sing. Shout out to False Man at the Jam Pony Karaoke Club. All love tonight. And right now, go to Wild Name 27. We turned up. I got a gentleman named Felix Sama in the mix tonight going in.
Wow.
I got DOS from New York City. He going to be going in. CO Episcopal 305 Dade County. He going to be going in. But let me tell you something. Monica, heard word on the street is you had a lot of cowboys on the Bull Save a Horse ride a cowboy. How many cowboys you had riding last night?
I think we had 6 signed up, but we had 5.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it was great. It was smooth.
Yep.
We had a great contest.
The Old Town Rodeo tonight, sexy bull riding, $500. Prize. Times are tough or whatever. Just quick, $500 for 20 minutes. It's fun. It's exciting. We got DJ Jeff out there. We got the Island Outlaws from Nashville. This is a solid band that we don't get to have too often. Thank God we have these people in house, and it's just fun, good entertainment. And I got to tell you that country gets you in a good vibe. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, yesterday I kind of took a spin on that bull.
Yes. So Dave got stuck on a lever and had to go in fast. If he had to tell him to slow down. Yeah, that was fast, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, he was making me dizzy. I was like, oh my gosh, and it was like stuck or something. I'm like, what the hell?
I haven't been on the bull yet, but I'm going to be on the bull soon. I got an Adidas cowboy hat, and I got to get in the right vibe.
I got a cowboy hat for you. You can borrow.
Have you been on the bull?
No.
Okay. Now, Eddie likes can you talk about the talent that you see over there at the Jam Pony? What talent local?
There's a lot. I mean, that place is good. I love the karaoke. The Bull, that sports bar has everything that you're going to want to see.
Yes, absolutely. We talk about mojos.
No matter what genre you're looking for, it's in there.
Yes.
That's incredible.
What is the update on that gentleman named Bruce Burrows with the county? Is he going to be able to address
Dr.
it?
B, I have to call Dr. B to get him on the docket, but he knows that we all love him. I know that he saved my family.
Yep.
With this COVID stuff. We did the ivermectin protocol that he puts out, and all I can tell you is, at least for me and my family, it worked.
Did you guys have it at all?
Yep.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Because I was looking up, they say the girls, even with guys, like the hair like falls out afterwards. Like they go through a lot of clipping.
For the vaccine?
After they've had COVID. If they had COVID,
it's an unpredictable.
I don't know. You can ask me anything about hair because that's going to be.
I had it. My hair is good. Matter of fact, that was early. Thank you, Whiskey Business. They said that they made a mistake. It was supposed to be every 5 weeks, but put me 3. So I said, well, you can never be fresh and clean. So Michelle Marie, another great example of a business that is on top of the game over there on Flagler. So if you want to get your haircut, now this is still tradition. You just can't pull up there and get a haircut. You got to have an appointment. The lady's booked over there, and it's just good people and conks that have been at it for a long time. And what people don't understand is, once again, with cruise ships, you get a little bit of money here. Tourists coming in, then people could afford to get a haircut. Fill up the tank instead of putting $10 in the tank because it's tough out there. Buy a Cuban mix at Tony's Cuban Cafe. So a little trickle down. So please work together, like we say here, with the one human family. And I'm not saying that things have to be over the top, 100% buck wild, but also you can't say you don't want any tourists in town. That's just not reality.
I mean,
I seen someone saying it today on Facebook. They're like, "Oh, I hate these tourists."
And then let me explain something.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that.
Let me explain something to you. You guys are really not understanding that you're living in a fantasy land. Going from, let's go to the deepest part on Duval to Big Copper. That's like somebody saying, you act like you really going to Key Largo or whatever, but even Key Largo is not bad compared to when you deal with this man on 8. Have you been on 836? Have you been when they have an accident? You can't even go across a block from your house without it being 20 minutes. So we got to get out of this tip. Some of y'all coming down here, these horns or whatever, you're going to have to slow down. If you don't want to be people on a green light, walk in front of you, Duval Street, I suggest you don't go. It's going to happen. If you don't like the contour train going half a mile, don't go downtown because they're going to beat down there. If you don't want people riding on scooters, beeping horns, don't go there. It's the same thing.
Bikes or I mean, that's just what it is.
You know, if you don't like motorcycles, you know, I don't like when motorcycles rev up and tear stuff on the street. I don't appreciate that. Or where, you know, music is blaring 7 times. At a high level, you know, you vibing, good, but it's an exaggeration sometimes or whatever. But if I don't really like that, I just won't go there.
Just don't go.
You know,
just don't go. You know that's there.
Yep. Sergio, I think this one's for you.
He wants money. So does everybody else, sir.
Yeah. J-Lo says, yeah.
And I see Patty's watching from Key Largo. Hi, Patty.
Key Largo, all love. Monica, anybody else there before
Mary
I go into
Valdez.
Okay.
I believe Esther A.
Gibb.
Gibb.
Yeah, I got her. I think we got pretty much everybody now.
Gibb.
Yeah, she
Andy
Gibb.
Gibb.
I think we got everyone on there.
Gibb family with Junior Gibb and that family. Oh, also, did I tell you Luke Skywalker's coming?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so Uncle Luke, Edison Raiders.
Red Raiders.
Yes. He says that we need to have different officials because you know it's biased down there. I'm telling you that we going to, if you have a mascot, we might hit your mascot on the first plate when you come down here. We're gonna try to crush you, and please Key West High School football, please make me look good there because that man gonna try to crack helmets. So I want you to go 21-0 right from the bat. So Luke Skywalker, Brother Marquis, and anybody down there, I appreciate the 305 with football. We're gonna try to crush you. You think we council make it happen?
Yeah, of course we're gonna make it happen.
Okay. Key West Conk. JJ says, Naughty Vapes, get them off SIGs. Number 1 vape shop has never let me down. Always stocked friendly people.
Sounds like you.
There you go.
Yeah. JJ, we got to. Have you? JJ might ride the bull. I ain't seen him yet. Have you seen? Did he sign up on the sheet?
He needs to get up there and ride the bull.
He said, "Don't stop, get it." What a pioneer that guy, Luke Skywalker.
That's right.
You know anything about Luke Skywalker?
I've never met him.
Okay. Do you know what he went for the Supreme Court for?
Mm-mm.
There's a guy named Nick Navarro.
Nick Navarro.
You know that?
Sheriff Nick Navarro.
You think it's serious over here? Over there, that man wasn't playing at all, or whatever, and it was really bad over there. So Nick Navarro declared in Broward County, it won't be no two-lot. Ain't gonna be no cursing. Ain't gonna be none of that. So he put a clamp down there and started arresting people. Yeah. Long story short, that man had to go to the Supreme Court and win for everybody in the world to be able to say what you want on a record. And he put the sticker. He made the sticker parental advisory. This record contains explicit. If it wasn't for him, I think it would have been cooked.
Oh,
put some respect on Luke Skywalker's
I think
name.
we got something a little bit worse coming up. Actually, I was listening today, and the president came online and said he was doing an executive order on gun control. He's literally doing an executive order so he can go around the Congress and to go around them both. So
executive order saying what?
Executive order is basically...
No, I know what it is, but what does the order say?
What's he trying to do? Yeah. He's trying to seize everybody's firearms? He's going to have a tough time doing that?
Yeah. I was just in... he was talking about clips too, and I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. So today, you have... What's it? NRA? Mm-hmm. You have all these different big groups that support our guns and our rights and, our Second Amendment and such. They are literally today, they just opened up this thing where you buy whatever you buy in firearms, they are donating like half the proceeds to take this to the Supreme Court. It is absolutely huge.
I can't comment on that because I haven't seen it, but like I said, this is why we have the power to vote. And to me, if you want to have a firearm, like a firearm in Miami, for example, it's like a mask. you probably
should have.
But-
when the pandemic was heavy, because it's very dangerous. I can't stress how dangerous it is out there in Miami.
But the main thing that the governor or the president came out and said is that our constitutional rights came out on whatever, on this, online, and he said that they are not indefinite.
Oh.
So you can't have a president coming out and saying that our constitutional rights are not indefinite, because
That's
that
a
is
problem.
complete.
That is a problem.
Have you seen any of this?
I have not seen
It
that,
just came out today.
but I'm highly worried.
Can comment.
I'll send it to you.
Yes,
We'll see.
please.
We'll see what happens. But like I said,
That's
if
scary.
you have a problem at a local level, like for example, we had an issue at the county level. We personally, that I thought a lot of people agreeing with me, and we got rid of some people down there. It's very simple. If you don't vote, you can't make a difference.
Gotta vote.
If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And don't scream and holler if you ain't doing nothing about it.
Don't complain if you're not voting. If you're not exercising your right.
Right. There's nothing. Basically, this man's office is wide open. How do they find you?
They know it. 5:30 Whitehead, and they're from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I'm there.
FloridaKeysInjury.com. Accident lawyers in the Keys. If you have an accident, car, moped, bicycle, God forbid, on that big ocean, all you have to do is go to FloridaKeysInjury.com. Shout out to Mark Lyons. Dr. B be on the show tomorrow. Advanced Urgent Care, Key West Marathon, Key Largo. One word for a pandemic to get you healthy is ivermectin. And Keys Cares, only $89. Go to keyscares.com. Naughty Vapes, right across the street from the fire department. Quit smoking. And Old Town Rodeo with tonight's Sexy Bull Riding. We open at 8, and the band's going to be there. I'm going to be in the building. Monty going to be in the building. It's always a good party. DJ Jeff going to be in the building. Dave the Outlaw. And right now from here, please go to Wow 92.7 as we get warmed up for the next 2 hours on the airway. It's the only time that you could hear DJs actually live in the mix.
You said Felix Sama, huh? That's an old Miami name. That's back like Muhammad Moretta days and stuff like that.
He's on the radio every Thursday with me. So
Cool.
thank y'all for watching. Monica Flowers, thank you for production. Commissioner Martinez, you're a gentleman and a scholar. And we'll continue to update everything that's going on. Please have a great day. And don't start no stuff. It ain't going to be none. How?